Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. It is another big Wednesday of NBA action after splitting our best bets yesterday. I am back here with a bonus play on the Milwaukee Bucks and the Indiana Pacers tonight. And the Pacers come in as a 2-point road favorite in this one, total of 203 points or 202.5, depending on which sportsbook you're looking at now. One of the big things that for the Pacers here tonight, if they're going to want to win and cover this game, is stopping the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has been on a tear recently. 6 double-doubles this month, 2 of which have been triple doubles, including games against the Rockets and the Lakers. However, both those teams are the 2 worst teams in the league at defending small forwards. Compare that to the Pacers, who happen to be the 4th or 5th best team at defending small forwards this season. And I think Giannis could actually have a little bit worse of a game here tonight, and that could lead the Pacers to being a pretty good play. However, I am, in fact, laying off the spread in this one for a number of reasons, mainly because the Pacers really can't close a game here recently, and instead going with a play on the total here at 202.5 or 203, depending on which one you're looking at, could be a much better play here, even if Giannis ends up having another huge game for the Bucks tonight at home. In their last 2 meetings against another, even the final meeting of last season, the total's gone over in 3 games in a row. In fact, their last meeting ended at 120 to 116. The Pacers averaging close to 120 points per game in their 2 games against the Milwaukee Bucks this season. And both these teams played pretty fast during those matchups as well, played at about a pace of 100 during those 2 games if you average them out. On top of that, if you look at the injuries tonight for the Bucks, potentially Michael Carter-Williams is listed as questionable here tonight. No word on whether or not he's going to play tonight. That could hurt the Bucks defense a lot here because he's considered one of the better point guard defenders in the league, being so long and being so athletic as well. So I think the over actually could be a pretty good play between these 2 teams. If you get it at 202.5, even at 203, still has some value, I think, tonight. Indiana this season 7-5 cashing the over in divisional games here this season. They're also 9-6 cashing the over in their last 15 games, sandwiching the All-Star break as well. And the Bucks, on the other hand, only cashed the over in 3 of their last 5 games. However, in those 5 games, they've been playing a little bit faster, as I mentioned earlier, and they've also been giving up a ton of points here after it looked like their defense was fixed here with Jason Kidd returning to the bench. In their last 5 games, the Bucks giving up an average of 109 points per game. You combine that with the fact that these 2 teams cashed the over already twice this season against one another in both very high-scoring affairs. The Bucks, as long as they don't put up a dud like they did very early in the season against the Pacers, even though the total still went over in that one, I think it's a trend we need to establish here in this one. Take the over at 202.5. Pacers 7-6 cashing the over this season as away favorites. That'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out my NBA picks of the day as well. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.